Here we go, guys. Battle of the new civilizations. We got the Byzantines in the color purple. It is Callisto, also known as Myriad. And his opponent in the color yellow, playing as Jeanne. It's David Kim, also known as Puppy Paw. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires 4 casted game. Hope you're enjoying this one. Oh my god. Did I just see a Michael Jackson move there? There's some times where the animations are just not showing and you see like just the model just not animating at all. It's like looks like they are like sliding like Michael Jackson. Usually that happens because the LODs, like from distance, they try to optimize the animations, and maybe for some reason, like you go from one place to another, they just don't animate. Probably off camera when you are far from your opponent's position, the units don't animate, and that's used to save memory and performance and everything. But sometimes there is some weird bugs where you see them here happening, and even in ultra graphics or things like that, those things happen in this game. Anyway, Byzantines. Let me be honest with you. Are you enjoying the Byzantines this season? Because I certainly having a lot of trouble with them. Their army count, it's so high at a very early stage of the game. It's not that they're impossible to beat, it's just very hard. I feel like after playing against the Byzantines, I feel like the English, it's now, now that I think about it, the English wasn't as bad as I thought. They have their farms and everything, and they can push with the lombos. These guys are just made different, man. These guys are just made different. They just have the farms also, but they give you also olive oil. So you never know. They always have like a huge army following up by Asia, or it just, it's crazy. It's crazy. I think it's one of those civilizations. I think it's the only one I think that should get a slight nerf. Not all the time, but slight nerf. I feel it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Most likely I'm wrong. I mean, I'm not a pro or anything, but at least when I play against them, it feels like no matter what, I'm always behind. Whereas with other civilizations, I feel like we're pretty equal in terms of the economy and the army and everything. It feels pretty normal. But maybe it's just me, but let me know in the comments what you think about the Byzantines. Or maybe you're one of those who says, hey, if you cannot beat them, you can join them, and you're now playing the Byzantines. That can also be, but let me know in the comments what you think about it. Now, Jeanne, very strong Civ in the Feudal Age, actually. Just because you have Jeanne, it's actually a very good unit. I'm curious to see how Puppy Paw deals with the Byzantines strategy. I already see a barracks coming up for Myriad. It's gonna have those limited and probably will go for either the contract where you get the javelin throwers or you get the lombos. So it's like very good combination. Very good combination. Most likely javelin throwers. You see the second cistern, it's going up for the Byzantines. Eventually it will get connected. It's always nice how those cisterns can give you like extra gathering speed. 10%, it's basically like a golden age tier 1 of Abbasid. Now we're about to give 40% more gather rate to all the villagers. That's huge. That's a bonus that you cannot underestimate. Even if you're in one town center, your economy should be very good. Very good. I forgot to put the villager per minute. Looks like Jeanne is going for a long distance wander. It's gonna be going right all the way, probably thinking about tower rushing the berries. It's something I've seen Puppy Paw doing quite several times. Just tower rush the berry bushes and slow down the enemy army, because it's very common that the enemy already have like more than 10 units on the field at minute 8. plus having a very solid economy. So there you go. Jeanne d'Arc, the peasant, is actually not gonna level up. He's probably gonna level up while she builds the tower. That's why she has another villager with her, just in case. It's like Limitane already here, and probably Papipa will need to retreat for the moment. He has a knight, another one is coming soon, and looks like a tower is coming up for Myriad now. He already have many villagers building this tower. But remember, Jeanne d'Arc actually builds faster, actually bring a lot of villagers here. How many villagers did Papipa bring here? It's like pretty much 6 villagers. And Jeanne d'Arc becomes the woman at arms now and managed to take this outpost. But these outposts also will go up, and it's a really strange situation where this outpost is out, is denying the berries, but there's another outpost here. Looks like we found a way to deal with the Byzantines. So like, sorry, something happened there. Classic tower rush, mimicking the Mongol game. Somehow I felt I had something micro. Well, hold on a second. Okay, I think it should be better. It should be better. Okay, the board goes down and looks like he's gonna get those villagers, gather some board. It's gonna be feeling really good about it. A couple of knights already here around the Byzantines base, and looks like we have the first batch of Lombos going up for Myriad. He also having a couple of Limitane there guarding just in case the Royal Knights wants to take down some villagers, and looks like they're gonna take down this outpost. Emplacement is coming soon, so he needs to be fast about it. And Jeanne d'Arc is already here. Probably Jeanne d'Arc will be the one dealing with those Limitane, but actually it's just, you know, nice charge coming from the Royal Knights. Actually gonna take a lot of value here. It's a charge that shouldn't have happened, but it did happen. It did happen. It looks like the tower will go down. Jeanne d'Arc doing God's work, killing the units, doing damage to those spearmen. Can't get better than that. You really can't get better than that. Now the outpost goes down, and with that, the Byzantines lose his position on the berries for quite a long time. Meanwhile, farm transition starting to happen for him. Like, you can't ignore the olive oil at the beginning of the game. They will also give you some extra military, so it's a double win. It's like a blacksmith coming up for him. And the outpost will get fortified. Let's take a look at Papipa's base. He's only sitting with the School of Cavalry as his only military building. As well as going for another board. He's gonna have a double board. And apparently it's a lot of food, so he's gonna age up really soon. He's almost there with the gold. And he's just about to get another juicy food income. Very, very cool. Mill's a little bit far away, but still, nothing beats a good old boar. I have enough food to age up. Just needs a little bit more gold. And the Byzantines just stuck at their base. They do have the olive oil for them, but just a single outpost managed to, you know, delay his economy quite a bit. It's really, really interesting to see what just happened. And I think I'm gonna try it next time, because this is really, like, you know, at this point, despite everything, even with the berries out, having 15 military units, despite being rushed and losing a lot of units in the early game, it's quite scary. But meanwhile, Papipa is aging up with the guild hall. Let's take a look at the income per minute, just to see how these guys are doing. crazy food per minute coming for Papipao, having double boar. I wish I had the confidence of these players to just send their villagers here into the enemy base just to gather some food at the beginning of the game. Oh my god. Sometimes you just need to send them, you know. Sometimes just go there and pray for the best. And I think he did pray a lot, because so far I think Myriad could have found this, but he's focusing too much on defending himself, because with this outpost here and those knights out there, you don't want to leave the Limitane from your base. Looks like that Kerosifon is coming back at the game to take down this outpost. At the same time, Papipao just skip any kind of eco upgrade. Just go right into Castle Age. Have no room no room for eco upgrades. Just go directly into Castle Age, double bore into Tower Rush. I know the Byzantines are just gonna deal with this outpost. It's gonna be quite easy with the Kerosifon. Trying to how those units won't actually burn. It's gonna go down for sure. It's gonna go down for sure. Meanwhile, Jeanne d'Arc, with a couple of proxy barracks next to it, man at arms, it's gonna be the choice for Papipao, and definitely a good one. No +1 range armor yet for those man at arms, so they're gonna be a little bit weak against those lombos, but not so many lombos for Myriad. At this point, he should have at least 2 batches of lombos, maybe 3 at this point in the game. But just by putting this tower here, he delayed his army by so much. Now this is a very interesting military base. Villagers gathering board, outposts, a couple of barracks. Anything can happen here. At the same time, Callisto aging up with the Golden Horn Tower. No time to lose here. No time to lose. You wanna send some man-at-arms? You're gonna have to do it under my base. And they age up pretty much at the same time. And now Callisto will be able to deal with those man-at-arms. Now remember, under this, the Byzantines is actually having a very good economy. He already have some eco upgrades. He has some farm set up. He has military upgrades. Meanwhile, Papipao is just catching up. And they're gonna be on the same age very, very soon. More barracks coming for him. Looks like there is no spearman for Myriad, and he's gonna lose his lombos just before he got the veterancy for them. More Limitane coming for him, and let's see which upgrades he's gonna get. It looks like he's gonna get some crossbows out. And now Papipao is going for it. Looks like lombos. He's gonna get Cistern, only level 2 so far. He's gonna buy probably some stone just to increase the Cistern level. Limitane getting veterancy, but Papipao is not creating any knights. Like usually you expect your opponent to actually go knights when you're playing against Jeanne d'Arc, but Papipao is just creating man-at-arms. The only knights that he has were the ones that he had at the beginning of the game. They're not even being upgraded. They don't even have HP. But just like that, his opponent actually just went Limitane instead of man-at-arms, and he's actually upgrading them, which is a huge mistake. Jeanne d'Arc goes down. And you know, this is not an army that will kill Myriad, but definitely is gonna slow him down a bit. Crossbows will deal perfectly with those man-at-arms. +2 range armor coming soon for him, but the crossbows are already there on the field, and it's just gonna get really hard for you to do anything with those man-at-arms. Look at that, 4 barracks. You wanna see a burger? This is... Welcome to the French burger, guys. The French burger, it's all you need to know here. Looks like he's gonna get some berry patches here. Meanwhile, more man-at-arms. All those buildings, 3 of them, consecrated. So these man-at-arms are only gonna cost 75 foot, 15 gold. Kerosifron is gonna get built again just to deal with all those units. Meanwhile, crossbow need to deal with those man-at-arms. Gotta be careful not to lose it. You don't have much army left. Well, the man-at-arms now, this time they have +2 range armor. They're just going directly into your base. Kerosifon just being built here. He wants to take down those barracks, but he also have other problems here at home. Olive oil getting burned. And Kerosifon looks like it's going down. There's no units here to deal with this. And guys, we have just witnessed the French burger. Not even Golden Horn Tower is gonna stop it. Especially the Golden Horn Tower, which is just gonna have longbows. Only 5 crossbows on the field, and now Jeanne's Rider. It's out. John Dark level 3, and Myriad taps out. What a game. I really didn't expect this. Hope you enjoyed this game, and if you do, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye and take care.